Yeah, so this is that Lamar and Josh Allen MVP. Like, I think it's going to come down to these last 2 weeks. I think it's going to come down to the last 2 weeks. Let's see how they both play. Because the Bills got to play the Patriots again. They play them again week 18. So it's going to be a quick turnaround for them. But I think you can make arguments for either. I think it's just been Josh Allen ever since the 6 touchdown performance has really kind of just been pushed. At the end of the day, folks, like it's all coming down to these like random ass journalists who are going to be voting for this. So it's whoever has the most publicity is probably going to wind up winning this thing.
Yeah, I think like there's people look at it in a couple ways. And one, it's become like which quarterback has the best stats. That's kind of like what it's turned into. And Lamar Jackson has the best QB stats this season.
Don't drink pee.
Yeah, there's no arguing that. Lamar Jackson is also playing like the best quarterback in the league most weeks. But if you're talking about like most valuable player, it's like if you take Josh Allen off the Bills right now, they are dead. They are dead in the water with their no number one receivers. They're like, he is more of their offense than Lamar Jackson is the Ravens offense. And that is more true this year because Derrick Henry has been absolutely insane for the Ravens. And while Lamar Jackson threw 5 touchdowns in that game, Derrick Henry also had 162 rushing yards in that game. Derrick Henry is making Lamar Jackson's job easier this year. And that's not a knock on Lamar. That's just a good fucking offense. They are a very complete offense at their peak. And I would like also argue like, you know, right now, like Zay Flowers is a better weapon than the Bills have in their receiving game. Khalil Shakir is nice, but I don't think he's as good as Zay Flowers. And what the debate comes down to so many times is like the person making the argument isn't so much making the case for the guy that they want because there's bias there, right? Like, I want Josh Allen to win it because I like the Bills. He hasn't won it yet, and he's incredibly important to that team. Lamar's won it twice. So there's bias in the way that I look at it. But so many people, they try to make the argument by discrediting the other player versus really focusing on what the guy they want to win is doing well. And if you look at Lamar and Josh Allen, I don't think you can say either one of those guys is doing anything poorly right now. If Lamar wins it, he's earned it this season. If Josh Allen wins it, he's earned it this season. I really don't give a fuck which guy actually wins the award because I would give numerous body parts to have either one of those men quarterbacking my team. And they're a little bit different, but they both have some insane similar traits too. And I think it's like, just to appreciate it. If you want to get real interesting, you got to throw in freaking Joe Burrow as an actual MVP candidate because the Bills defense been good this year. Bills offensive line been insane. The Ravens defense has gotten better through the course of the season, but Joe has done more with less in terms of what he's getting from his defense. If you're talking about MVP, you take Joe Burrow off the Bengals, they are picking top 5, maybe? I don't know. Browning, like, maybe even Jamar Chase. Like, Will and I were texting about a script, and I said, like, I could throw a touchdown pass to Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase is literally, like, one of the best receivers in the league. That definitely helps.
But, like, I think Derrick Henry has done so much for the Ravens. That's the one thing that's going to work against Lamar, even if it's not completely fair. But they're both insane. Like, they're both insane. Except Lamar, I said this is what I hate about Lamar. I said he is seeing the field better than he ever has before. 5 minutes later, he throws just that terrible interception. Damn it, Lamar.
That's fair. That's
Luckily,
fair.
Russ one-upped him, so.
Yeah, I think in terms of just that MVP race, dude, Saquon Barkley could beat the rushing record. You know, like Saquon's in there too. We're just talking about quarterbacks because there's obviously a heavy QB bias in this league. But
If Saquon closed out that game for Philly this week, we would be saying he is the MVP.
I still think there's an argument there. I mean, like, right, you could have argued CMC, I think, could have won it last year. And Lamar is like having a better year this year than he is MVP campaign. So like CMC could have gotten it. Derrick Henry could have gotten it a few years back. But, you know, it's likely just going to go to a quarterback, just like offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Right there. That's kind of heating up as well, because offensive rookie Jaden Daniels after yesterday, his name is at the top of that list. But you have Brian Thomas Jr., you have Brock Bowers, like those guys definitely. Brock Bowers, I think, has definitely earned that recognition. So we'll see how the final 2 weeks play out.
Yeah.
But
and again, the NFL does the offensive player of the year, right?
Too much work to do.
Don't they do offensive player of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's where your non-quarterback gets the award usually. So Saquon probably could win offensive player of the year, and then Lamar or Josh will win MVP. But dude, if Joe Burrow gets him into the playoffs, people kind of got to talk about that too. Dude,
yeah, if he can will that team there, that would be pretty crazy.
How dare you, Noah? I'm Jerry Jones. Dude, that's not how I sound when I poop.